Fire Escape Engineers Inspector Summary Video. Here we are on the corner of Lucas Avenue, and we're near the Edge Lofts. Here we have a very unique fire escape here. Spiral. Very rare do you find these, and they're great as a training session. Again, they all subject to the same thing. Must be structurally sound, must be kept painted. This fire escape is probably at least 75, if not 100 years old as the building, original to the building. So let's take a look if there's been any evidence of maintenance. First of all, has it been painted? The answer is no. Look how rusty this thing is. This thing is horrible. Very rusty. But now let's say they scraped and painted this before anybody showed up here. That's the norm. They would scrape and paint this thing before an inspector shows up. And let's talk about what we're looking for besides that. What we're looking for is evidence of maintenance and evidence of rust and an expansion. And this thing's got nothing but rust and expansion everywhere. Water getting into every building. Every spiral tread is just that. It's a unique spiral tread going down, very unique, going up the whole thing. All the rivets have popped. So you can see with the rivets and the treads, it all acts in unison. It needed to be a one piece, but as each piece starts popping, this fire escape tread becomes very dangerous. We also have all the connections on the platforms and the connections into the building that have been compromised because water's getting in there. You can see the rusty tears coming down on some of these connections, so you need to verify that. And the only way really to verify that this connection is, this spiral is good, is through a load test. But you can't load test these things as is. You'd have to repair it first, then load test it. Or you can refurbish it 100% in lieu of a load test. And that's what some people don't understand what that means. But a refurbishment is that you basically replace every connection on this and guarantee it. And then because you've done that, you don't need to load test it. Then you give it a full paint job, silicone shut all the connections. And this fire escape, believe it or not, does have enough meat left in it for us to use it and satisfy the code requirement or the emergency requirements for this building. This building over here may have had a fire escape before and they've removed it and they put internal staircases, but if they're still going to utilize this to meet the means of egress, it needs to be fully refurbished. Now let's take a look at the same building, and now you go to the other side, and again we're on Lucas Ave here. And by the way, these bridges need to be inspected also, and there's the reason why. This is a perfect example. Look at all that spalling, cementing. So all crossover bridges must be inspected as part of a means of egress. So obviously in its day, these crossovers were meant for the workers, but now they're probably going to be utilized by whoever's doing whatever to this building. 2034 is the name of the building. So take a look at this one. They have obviously removed the remaining piece of the fire escape that was here. Fire escape has not seen any maintenance for 50 years, 25 to 50 years at least. And you can tell just by the amount of rust. Again, we're looking for evidence of maintenance anywhere on this fire escape in its lifetime. Has it had any maintenance? And I can't see any. I don't see any new shiny bolts. I don't see any evidence of painting. I don't see any evidence anywhere. I got dragon tears coming out of the connections into the wall, so water is definitely penetrating and intruding into the bricks. So in the ladders there, you know, in case there's a fire, you know, the firemen are going to use these ladders, and these ladders that are not even satisfactorily repaired. So this is typical of what's going to happen here in, we're here in Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri, but we got a lot of fire escapes that are in very, very bad condition. And we also have, you know, this entire walkway, which is a means of egress. So it's either got to use it or you got to lose it. So if it's no good, you got to remove it. But it does offer some sort of connection between the two buildings. And again, you have another fire escape back here. So this is fairly newer. So let's take a look at, you know, what you'd expect on a fire escape of this type. And this obviously was an add-on. This building looks like an add-on. But the fire escape still needs to meet the means of egress requirement. But look what happens when you don't maintain even newer fire escapes. And you can just tell right away, look at all that rot. The steel has rotted through. And these are the things you got to look for. So this is obviously in use by shipping and receiving. Look how bad that is. All this diamond plate is eaten all the way through. So somebody's going to fall through this and get hurt. Could be a fireman, could be the tenant, could be the workers. It's all rotted. The feet are all rotted. Everything's rotted. The feet, the stairs, the railing is bent over. You know, the seat channel. Look at that. Look how rotted that is. My God. This is probably an active building. And they keep using it until somebody gets hurt. All these stairs are shot. And they're fairly new, but they've got rust in every tread. Okay? But the worst part is that this looks like an active door. And they're coming down this stair. Look how, you can just see right through it. It's gone. There's nothing here. And they're still using this on a day-to-day basis. Look at that. The diamond plated shot. I've never seen a platform for shipping and receiving so bad. Okay? That's what it says. Shipping and receiving. So, and here's the trucks. Looks like an active place. It's got trucks, got cars. And we're right next to 2034 Locust Ave. Okay, again, Fire Escape Academy inspector training video. We're here in St. Louis, Missouri, doing some downtown walkarounds. Just getting an idea of what some of the fire escapes look like down here. And a lot of fire escapes are in very bad disrepair. Looks like there's no program down here. We can help. This is the St. Louis Braid Company. That's what we just came from, 2035 Lucas Ave. Any questions? Fire Escape Academy inspector training video. Inspector Maness is here. 800-649-3333.